What's up, average dad fans? Welcome back to another video, and yes, this video is all about the aftermath of yesterday's comparison between the S25 Ultra and the Vivo X200 Pro. Some people didn't have their listening ears on. Let's go. Now, in this video, I am going to be addressing a few comments, and no, there will be no swearing or name calling. I'm going to have a very measured approach to the basement dwellers this time. So, yesterday I posted my full comparison between the Samsung S25 Ultra and the Vivo X200 Pro, the global version of it. One of my favourite phones. In fact, it was my phone of the year in 2024. As a bit of context, the Samsung S24 Ultra was also in my phones of the year last year. That in context is important. So, to address the first comment here, this one's hilarious. Feel like you've done a 180% turnaround, lost all respect, sorry. 180% turnaround. Is that not basically me facing the same way I was then? We're pretty damn close. Sir, I think you mean 180-degree turnaround. And no, not at all accurate. Let me explain. Last week, I done two videos. The second one was an I told you so video, essentially telling you that everything I said in the first video was accurate. And that first video was about the scam that is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra launch and upgrade, because as I sit here today, that is still all true. I have never changed my stance on this. The S25 Ultra in isolation does not propose enough of an upgrade over the S24 Ultra to warrant another £1,250 price tag. I've said that in not only those videos, I said it in yesterday's video. I said that if you can get an S25 Ultra for less than £750 or less than £800, then you should buy it, because right now that's how much even a used S24 Ultra is costing you. So if you're getting a 24 Ultra or a 25 Ultra for the same price, then go for the 25 Ultra. It's going to have more years of software, it's got slightly bigger screen, it's got slightly better chip, so go for that one. At no point ever in that scam video and anything have I ever said that the Samsung S22, 23, 24 or 25 Ultra are bad phones. Never. So please, listening ears, that was not the purpose of the unpacked scam video I made. The purpose was that the upgrade is just not worth it if you own an S24 Ultra. So no, there's been no turnaround. Now, the next comment I want to address is exactly that. I tore Samsung to shreds just last week and called reviewers every name under the sun. Well, firstly, I didn't call all reviewers every name under the sun. I called out a couple of reviewers who, before launch, had to make this video because they are paid by Samsung, and in those videos were positive about the upgrades. I tore them to shreds for that reason only. Not because they say the S25 Ultra is a good phone. It is a good phone. As you now know, spoiler, it's the one I chose as my daily driver, and we'll get to that in a second too. So the S25 Ultra is not a bad phone, just the upgrades. The reviewers had to make those videos, and that's what kind of annoyed me. But I called out more reviewers positively. MKBHD, Tom the Tech Chap, they all give really honest reviews, even though they were still paid by Samsung and gifted the units by Samsung. So it wasn't impossible to be entirely honest. Whew. Now, that other little thing I want to talk about. One of the most egregious things I've seen in that thread with the person that said that I've changed my stance. Honesty. So, think about what you're saying here. In that comment thread, there are people that saying, I'm no longer honest, I've clearly taken a backhander from Samsung. folks, I sell on the Average Dad Tech Store the Vivo X200 Pro Global in droves. One of the most popular phones I sell currently. Do you not think it would have been in my best interest to lie and say, the Vivo staying my daily driver, it shits all over Samsung? Would that not have been better for me financially to say that? Of course it would have. But I can't bring myself to do that because I'm honest. And to talk about yesterday's video, which some, honestly, again, I'm not going to name call, but some people can't wrap their heads around. The video started with me telling you that the battery on the X200 Pro Global crushes the S25 Ultra. So if battery is one of your main priorities, buy the Vivo. Then later on we talked about cameras and I said the Vivo has the better cameras, but the Samsung is slightly more versatile. I never gave my opinion as to which I thought overall was better after seeing all the photos and videos. I just say from a hardware perspective, the Vivo's better. It won my phone of the year 2024. So for cameras and battery, it was basically the Vivo. But what I did say was that software and for me compatibility with my other products like the Tab S10 Ultra that I use, the Samsung is better. So at the end of that video, I didn't say the S25 Ultra was a better phone. I said my SIM card is going in it because I'm travelling in a few weeks with the Samsung S10 Ultra tablet. And while trying to work away and use my phone, the Samsung with its slightly bigger screen, that was the other thing. The Samsung does have a far better screen in resolution, in size, in every metric. The anti-glare coating, the Gorilla Glass Armor 2. At no point was I dishonest. It would have, trust me, benefited me if I was dishonest and went full balls out for the Vivo. But as I mentioned, I couldn't do that. So please, 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 this is a call to the vast, this is the real minority. So far, yesterday's video was like over 5,000 views in half a day. It's had 250 comments, 400 likes, whatever we're at just now, whatever the engagement is. One of my most, if not the most popular videos so far in such a short period. But this is the minority, and I want to address the minority here because it's just unfair for me, for other reviewers that pride themselves on honesty, that give all the context, that engage with you all in the comments. It's just a bit disheartening and annoying that you can go on, maybe you've achieved a lot in your life. Maybe I'm stereotyping by saying that you've not achieved much in your life, let's be honest, to go on to someone's YouTube video and comment just blatant lies, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. If you are commenting you've achieved something, please rewatch the video with your listening ears on. At no point ever did I say that either one is a bad phone. I've never said Samsung S23, S24, S25 Ultra are bad phones. You just didn't listen, and you've gone for the low-hanging fruit and be like, oh, he's not honest, when you know that's not true. We all know that's not true. So, I'm glad I got that off my chest. And there's one other thing, obviously, as I say, there's so many comments like this one that said, why he's all getting at the guy? He was honest. And I thank you for this comment and the hundreds of others. But there was a couple of comments out there, mostly in jest, but I just want to make sure that this is known and you all know this. When I do reviews of phones and I say my SIM card's going in it as my daily driver, this is my favourite phone just now, please remember there is absolute recency bias. Because I use between 5 and 10 phones every month. So you can't keep up with how many I'm buying. I had a couple of comments saying, oh, I bought the X200 Pro last month because you said it was the best. Now you're saying the S25 Ultra is the best. No, again, I never said that. It's not the best. I said we're spoiled. If you buy the OnePlus 13, the Oppo X8 Pro, the X200 Pro, the X100 Ultra, the Samsung S24 or S25 Ultra, we're spoiled. They're all fantastic. Buy the phone based on your needs. If it's battery and cameras, Christ almighty, you can't get better than X200 Pro Global. If you've got Samsung devices and you like One UI, which is probably the best software out there, go for the Samsung. There's just too much reliance on YouTube reviewers for some people, when really, in majority of cases, you're an adult and you make your own decisions. So yes, I will continue to give my honest reviews, but please, when you're buying a phone, when you're spending £1,000 on a device, don't just buy it because I've said I'm using it. As I say, you'll never keep up with me. And for those wondering, the S25 Ultra will have my SIM card in it probably until the Honor Magic 7 RSR Global Edition comes out. So don't go rushing out to buy the 25 Ultra and then get angry or comment that you bought it because I said so. I've never said that. I've never actually once said, go out, you must buy this, nothing else matters. That would be irresponsible. I've always said, do your research, buy what suits you, what suits your needs most. So, I know that's a lot, I know I've ranted a lot, but I had to get that off my chest for me and for the sake of some other reviewers out there. A lot of work goes into those, especially the Versus ones. Do you know how annoyed I was yesterday that I'd recorded all this 8K, 4K video and I couldn't use it because the formatting on the S25 Ultra was different to what Final Cut Pro would take? Yeah, that really annoyed me. But we got there. Anyway, that's been it for today. Another benefit of these comments is this is like a free hit. I'm going to get thousands of views on this video and many, many likes and many, many comments. So again, I didn't have to get B-roll for it. I didn't have to do anything really struggling in post-editing. I just talk to the camera, address some of the minority and get more ad revenue and sales through the store because you are spreading the word even with your kind of negative comments. So I guess I should thank you for that. I'll be back soon with some other content, which does include lots of B-roll and honesty. Until then,